Allow me to say, me just check this. Okay, good afternoon to you all. Before I start with the session, just by show of virtual thumb, indicate that you can hear me well and you can also see the slides that I've shared with you. Good afternoon, colleagues. Okay, I can see an indication from some colleagues and also the participants. Thank you so much for joining us, for today's information or support session for the 2025 institutional 3-minute thesis competition. So we did an information session previously on the 19th of June, 2025, and we thought that it would be, ideal for us to have another session that will serve as an information session to those who are still yet to, have a proper idea of what the institutional 3MT, entails, but also as a support session for those who were with us in the first session. So some of you, I think I've communicated to quite a number of you, through emails, some who were also participants in the previous competition, the institutional VYT competition that we held on the 13th of June, 2025. So I would like to welcome you all and also to thank you for taking your time to, avail yourself to participate in the session for today. So the aim of this session is for me to provide information again on what the institutional 3-minute thesis is, and also, like I've said, to support those who are already in the process of preparing their entry for the competition. So for those who have competed in the VYT competition, the institutional VYT that we held on the 13th of June 2025, I think you can all attest that the preparation that goes into the VYT, it's somehow stringent, in terms of the requirements as well as the preparation, because your entry consisted of a video that you had to prepare, a 60 seconds in video that you had to prepare to share to communicate your research to a non-specialist audience, but that is in a sort of a visual way. But for the 3MT, now you are being tasked with communicating your research, the significance of your research to a non-specialist audience in 3 minutes. So unlike the VYT where you have to prepare a video, here you use static slides. So it's just one static slide that you will present on in 3 minutes. So the way that we have structured it is that in 3 minutes you will present the significance of your research to a non-specialist audience. Then you will have another 4 minutes where you will be asked a question and sort of a question and answer segment. Okay, so let's just go into the presentation. So my presentation will just consist of a competition overview, the competition rules, the judging criteria that is followed, the progression, from here, from the institutional 3MT, where do you go after that? Then, of course, including the issue of prizes. There are very awesome prizes that are to be won in this competition. I'll also show you an example of one of the winning 3MT entries for 2023 that also went on to win at the international level. So I will show you, sort of an example of what kind of entry is expected from you guys, as well as the submission link and the related resources that we have prepared for you to be able to prepare your entry for this competition. Right, but I think within the in the competitor pack that we also compiled for you, there's a number of resources as well that will direct you, to its links that we have inserted there that will direct you to the website, mostly of the international 3MT, where you can also be able to see some of the entries that have sort of became competitive at an international level. So thank you so much. So this is the outline of the presentation, just an overview of what 3MT is. So the 3-minute thesis, it celebrates the exciting research that is conducted by PhD students, that is by doctoral students, as well as the professional doctorate as well. But the research component has to be 2/3 of the whole program. So the aim is to sort of cultivate student academic presentation and research communication skills. So here it actually supports the capacity of students to effectively explain their research and its significance in 3 minutes in a language that is appropriate to a non-specialist audience. So which is one of the sort of the central key aspects that links the 3MT to the VYT as well. The focus for both is on a non-specialist audience. So 3MT is now globally recognized, a globally recognized competition with over 900 institutions across more than 85 countries that are holding the 3-minute thesis event annually. So which also include us as the University of Johannesburg. So these are the rules of the competition. You are tasked to use a single static slide. So only a single static slide is permitted, and it's presented from the beginning of the oration. So the presentation is done in real time. So you have to present this static slide in person. So you get to really see what the static slide look like when we go to the part of an example that I've inserted for you in this presentation to have a feel of what the entry looks like. So there's also no additional electronic media or props that are permitted. Presentations are to be spoken word. Then the presentation would have commenced when the presenter starts their presentation through movement or speech. Then the presentation are 3 minutes, and competitors exceeding 3 minutes are disqualified automatically at that point. The decision of the adjudicating panel is also final. So this is the judging criteria. Your entry will be judged against two key components. So the comprehension and content, as well as the engagement and communication. So under the comprehension and content, the presentation should provide clear motivation, background, and significance to the research question, right? Then also the presentation should clearly describe the research strategy or design and the results or findings of the research. And the presentation should also clearly describe the conclusions, outcomes, and the impact of the research. So I've also had questions that came from some potential entrants or potential competitors into this competition, where they were asking that, but me, I'm still at the onset or at the beginning of my study, or maybe I'm still at the proposal phase, or my study is still progressing through the various stages, of the life cycle of the whole study that you are undertaking. So you are also able to participate. But remember the findings. It's not only the findings that are the actual findings that you would have got that you have to present on. You can also present on what you think are the expected outcomes of your research, the expected impact of your research. And of course, already you have a significance, because when you, before you even start the process of starting with the writing process, you would have done a proposal where you clearly state the significance of your research. So the fact that you are now enrolled PhD PhD student or a doctoral student, it means that you have already undergone that phase. So still, you can still enter the competition, even if your research is still at a sort of through the various stages of the writing process, right? Then you are also judged on engagement and communication. So that is now the presentation. How you communicate yourself, how your engagement as the presenter, and your communication as well as the presenter. So here the judges will look at the oration, whether it was delivered clearly and the language was appropriate for a non-specialist audience. So the use of specialized, technical jargons that are only understandable to those in your field, it has no place now at this, sort of within this competition. A person who is not a specialist in your field should be able to understand your study, the significance of your study. So which means you have to deliver it in a language that is appropriate for a non-specialist audience. Then the PowerPoint slide also, should be well defined and enhance the, you have to create it in a way that is well defined and it enhances the presentation that you are making, as well as you yourself as the presenter. You have to convey enthusiasm for your research and capture and maintain the audience attention. So that is very important, the way that you present. You must be vibrant, isn't it? You must be vibrant so that also people are interested in hearing more about your research, that by the time that you start, everyone must stop and pay attention to you. So this is more about presentation skills, as well as the way that you are, the visual appeal as well of your slides. Your static slide is communicating the significance of your research. Remember, the slide itself, when I look at it, I should be able, without you talking, I should be able to sort of visualize, or to sort of envision the significance of your research. Dr. Lorenzo, is there anything that you want to say?
No, sorry. I think my
all right, Doc.
mic was unused by mistake. Apologies.
All right, thank you. Okay, so this is the judging part of it. So like I've said, you are judged on comprehension and content, then you are also judged on engagement and communication. So this is now the progression. So we are now, for what we are preparing for, the purpose of the meeting that we are having today is for us to prepare for the institutional leg of the competition that we will have as the University of Johannesburg. So the 2025 UJ 3MT competition that we will hold on the 29th of August 2025. So that is the date of the competition. So within this, we also have other important dates. So by the 11th of July, this is the first submission that we would have to do. So which is the submission, your first submission of your entry, which will undergo review. Then we will provide feedback to you. Then also notify you if you are accepted in entering the competition. If you have been accepted, then we'll also hold sort of a participant information session as we progress towards the date of the competition. That is also after a final submission that will have to be done first, following the revision of your entry, incorporating the feedback that we would have got from the review that we would have done. So this is the progression, what happens. So like I've said, it's a multi-level competition and exposure with prizes at each level. So at the institutional level, this is the one that we are doing on 29 August 2025. Then we also have the national 3MT competition that will be hosted by the University of Free State. But then also the winner of the institutional will, that is from each university, will also participate in the international 3MT competition, right? These are the prizes that are won. So for the UJ3MT that we award on the 29th of August 2025, the first prize or the first place winner will get 10,000 Rand. The second prize is 7,000 Rand. The third prize is 5,000 Rand. And the People's Choice Award is 3,000 Rand, right? So all winners as well, they will receive a prize certificate, trophies and presentation checks. All participants, they will receive certificates, and the other processes that go with the presentation of those prizes that involves the judges as well. Okay, so this is the monetary prizes that we have allocated for this competition for this year. I think it's awesome, just to be, for entering the competition, you stand a chance of getting up to 10,000 Rand. Then at the international, at the national level, that is the 3MT, that will be held on 24 October 2025, right? That is with the University of Free State. So the winner, those who are going to win for our the first and second prize winners for our UJ3MT will qualify for the national MT that will be held by the University of Free State. And for this competition, the first prize is 18,000 Rand. The second prize is 15,000 Rand. And the third prize is 13,000 Rand, right? So it only have these three prizes. So 18,000, 15,000, and 13,000. So if you become the winner at national level, you stand a chance of getting up to 18,000 Rand. So I think this is awesome. I wish I was still a student. I could take this opportunity to participate in this kind of competitions. So this is what an example of a winning entry look like. So you see that in the submission documents or submission files that we have prepared for you, which also include the entrant pack that have a lot of insights and guidance in preparing your entry. So this is you find that there is a template for your static slides. So it will only have two slides. So the title slide, that is having your name and so on. This was for Liasa, for Defense Liasa, who was the winner, for our institutional 3MT in 2023, and she went on to win the national 3MT in 2024, right? So this is the title slide. Then this was the static slide that she had, right? So this is the static slide that she had. So the whole significance of her research is being communicated in this static slide. So it's always important not to, pictures, they can speak 1,000 words. So you don't have to be writing, to express it in that it's text heavy. So it can be consisting of image, this kind of illustration, but there should not be any movement, or it should not be in any video form. So which means even your slides should not have those transitions, animations, and so on. So it should be just a static slide like this. Then you will be on the day of the competition presenting once this static slide is displayed. So you present in 3 minutes once your static slide is displayed. Then also you enter into a question and answer a segment. So your presentation 3 minutes, then the question and answer segment another 4 minutes. So a total of 7 minutes allocated to each participant, right? So this is an example. It went on to win. So I'm just showing you one of the winning entries, in the previous competition that we have held, 3MT competition that we have held institutionally and also competed in the international level. So this is the submission link. Let me just open the submission link so that we can all see it. Okay, it's taking me to the RCDMS. Okay, here. So if you click there, it will take you to this link. Just because I've just added this this tab. Can you just see by show of virtual thumb indicate that you can see the tab that I'm displaying now? It's 2025 institutional 3MT competition submission link. Okay, I see quite a number of hands showing that you guys you can see this. Let me check there. Is it a hand? Okay, or let me allow. It's one of the uh, attendees who want to be admitted. Okay, I've admitted that one. So this is the link that where you can get the submission resources. Okay, so if you go to RCDMS, the link is also in the competitor pack, right? So when you visit this link, you are able to download these resources, including the competitor pack as well. So you can also download the competitor pack from here as well. So all these, by just clicking, you're able to download them. So you can see I've already downloaded the static slides, the competitor pack, the photograph waiver form, abstract template, script template, submission checklist, terms and condition. Even if I can confirm that this has been downloaded, you can see them here. I can even open, maybe let me open the terms and condition. You can see they have managed to open the terms and condition. So these are very downloadable. Then so for you to be able to submit, so this is open. The submission opens on the 11th of June 2025 at a minute past 12 in the AM. Then it closes at a minute to 12 midnight. Right. So during this phase, you can be able to sort of submit your entry. So for you to submit your entry, you have to be you must upload these documents, right? So which means these are the same documents that you would have been downloading here. So when you upload the documents here, you just go and upload document, then you click. It will take you to your document. You select the document, you upload it there. So let me say maybe I wanted to upload this support session, for example. Then I just click on it, then open it will automatically, then it will appear there. Then you upload the document. After uploading, only after uploading, then this will open for you to register now. So registering, you're not registering to attend, but you're registering to participate. So that is also the way in which we will receive your submission documents or your submission files. So we'll receive those files. That is after you upload, then it will open, you're able to upload. So it will say now register. I think, let me just do an example by uploading the same documents that I was downloading now. Okay, let me just go on. Let me go on downloads. So I'm just going to pick the same. Okay, let me say, okay, upload. Here I need the abstract. So this is the abstract. Open, upload. Then it have been uploaded. It will tick there. Then I upload the. Okay, the next one is the entry file, so which is your static slides. So here they are. I upload them, then we go to the script. There's the script. I upload, then terms and conditions. I upload, then photograph waiver form. Let me look for it. There it is. I upload, then the checklist. So in the checklist, I've made it a bit easier for you to complete it, because it have this you can be able to tick it. So when you just sort of click in the box, then it will just tick. So you have to, what you would have done, that is what you must tick, that it has been done. So don't just tick things that you didn't do, then you say I've submitted this, I've submitted that, but yet you didn't submit them. So here's the checklist. Let me go the submission checklist. Okay. So now, after I upload this, you can see now it is opened to say register for event. So now you go here to register your entry. So once you register, it will say already registered. So which means you have on your profile, on your RCDMS profile, you have managed to register. So here you need to be registered on RCDMS, right? On this system, on RCDMS. And if you are not registered on RCDMS, you can contact us so that we can go with you through the process of registering. Also, you only use your institutional email address when you are registering on this on our new system. This is also the system that we are gradually migrating to, and soon we will be fully moving to RCDMS. So if you want to access our competitions, participate in our events and other offerings that we offer at the RCD, then you must be on this system. Right. So this is how you register your entry, and I'm now closing this. Going back to our presentation. So with that said, I will now open the floor for if there's any questions or any discussions that you want to have with us, or any contributions that you want to make to the information session that we have had today. So I see a hand from Franklin. Let me allow all the attendees to be able to just unmute themselves and talk. Let me just check the mic. Allow mics. Okay, so I've allowed the mics of all the attendees. So the onus is upon you to keep your mic muted, and only when we have gave you the floor to talk, then you can unmute yourself. I will start with Franz.
Good afternoon, my good sir. Thank you for the presentation. I wanted to check with you. Am I allowed to, for instance, I'm a PhD student who's at the proposal level. Can I go forward with the proposal level, or I have to wait up until I'm finalized with my whole thesis, or that somebody can allow me an opportunity to then enter? Thank you.
Okay, that is the way I said you can still be able to enter into the competition as a registered PhD student who is already undertaking a study, but you should be able, because remember, all those components of your research are needed, right? The components that I've been mentioning of that include the significance of your research, also including the results, that will the outcomes of your research. So that is where I said on the outcomes, then you would have to sort of replace that with what you expect to achieve, from this, what you would expect to sort of to obtain as the outcomes of the study that you are doing, and also the expected implications, for research or for practice, including for future research as well, that will emanate from the study that you are doing. Franz, you can follow up on the chat, or you can talk if you want to follow up maybe on what I've said.
No, I'm covered very well, and thanks. I'm going to go forward with it. That's what I wanted to know.
All right, thank you so much. Then let me move to, is it Letitia? Is it Letitia?
Yes,
or
Dr.
Letitia?
Gabriel.
All right,
yes, it's Letitia.
Thank you. Yeah, I know
Okay.
you have been we have communicated prior, isn't it? So thank you for your interest in the competition, and let me hear your question.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. So my question is about copyright issues for the images that we'll be using. Yeah. I just want to ask, like, in terms of AI generated images, what are the rules surrounding that?
Yeah, so I think we will also be checking that as well. So you can use, maybe possibly, it depends on the the sort of in terms of the ownership of the images that you'll be using, the copyrights also that are covering them, and so on. But the requirement is that if you use, softwares that are not for commercial purposes, then the free ones, then you have to mention that you have used a free site. But if you use things that are sort of classified as for commercial purposes, where you need a commercial license for you to be able to use maybe possibly such images, then you have to show the proof that you had a license for you to have used that. So the issue of permission is very, very also significant in this competition as well. So if you use images, then make sure that you have the rights for you to use the images, and you can provide proof that this was a free version. And if you use a paid version, then you have to provide the license to us as proof.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. It makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Lifutso, you can also ask your question, and also thank you for availing yourself for today's session as well.
So thank you very much, Prof, and for the invitation. So I think when I heard about, my apologies for the background noise. I think when I heard about the competition, I got excited and then started already going in and writing until I realized that no, there are templates.
Yes.
So I was just wondering whether is there a way that I could be helped, that those that I submitted they removed so that I'm able to put on the correct templates.
Okay, I can do that. Because you have already uploaded something.
Yeah, I uploaded something, but after I uploaded the second thing, I realized that no, there are templates. Yes.
All right, no problem at all. I will just go and override those ones. Then when I receive the actual the one that we would have prepared as final, then only on the 11th, that's when I would start taking the final the submissions from you guys. So I will remove the entry and see if you are able to register again. But if you are not, then I will try to you can submit. I will arrange a way in which you can submit directly to me. Your entries. Let me just put it like that.
No, thank you very much, Doc.
Yeah, but also even there on the registration, let me just look whether, allow me to just go back again. I just want to see, since I had already registered, you can cancel the registration. Do you see here at the top here? Here. Lefoso, can you see that?
Oh, yes, I can see.
Yes, so I can actually cancel this registration. So then, but you just have to provide a reason. Let me just say maybe wrong documents uploaded. Uploaded. Then I can say maybe cancel event. So you can see I'm not registered anymore. Then I can submit again. So I can upload again. And because when you go and click upload, it upload again, it will take you again to let me just see here. Okay, so for some reason it's not taking me to be able to upload again, but I will we can arrange so that you can submit in the event that the system fails us. Then you can also be able to just send them directly to me. Thank you. Any other hands or any other questions that you are having? Let me also check on the question and answers if there's anything that have been posted there. Okay, there's nothing. Then on the chat, please, is the 3MT a hybrid event or a physical? So when we are, so this is coming from Mayowa. Okay, so the 3MT, the competition itself, it's a hybrid event, right? It's a hybrid event. But for the participants, for those who are competing in the competition, it's advised that you are there in person, because we have your static slide, then you will be sort of presenting in real time, to the audience. So we haven't really looked into the possibility of making it. Because making it virtual, it means now the time you present, then I don't know the way that the structure that we can come up for you to be able to engage in the question and answers. But it's we'll still look into that. But for now, it's a physical event for the participants, but it will be streamed live as well, on the day of the event itself. That is for Mayowa. Just indicate, Mayowa, if you have been answered. Just show by virtual thumb. Okay, so I assume he has been answered. Do we still is there any other questions that okay, are you all there? Can you ask your question?
Thank you so much, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to ask, supposing you've uploaded your scripts and you want them changed during the event, is it possible? I mean, during the presentation.
Okay, look now, because what you would submit as final, okay, that communication can be done, but before the final day. Because on the final, that is the entry. When we take the final entry, when it says final submission, what you would have submitted is what we will consider for the competition. But along the way, we go out in extra mile to assist students in preparing their entry. Because remember, we are looking the quality of the entries that we will receive for the institutional competition also determines our competitiveness at national and international level. So we take every opportunity that we get to assist the entrants in sort of you have a strong entry amongst yourself as well, because we assist everyone in the same manner, so that includes the review of your entries that you submit initially. Then you act on the feedback that would have provided. Then after that, you submit your final entry. But along the way, if you feel maybe there's something that you would have wanted to change before the day of the competition, then that can also be communicated with us. Then we are able to action that. Then also let me just say that for those who are in terms of eligibility as well, I spoke about that you should be a doctoral. It's for doctoral students in professional doctorate with a 2/3 component that is research. Then in terms of eligibility as well, if you are working for the university, because I thought of it because I saw you are in sort of an assistant lecturer, and some of us I know quite a number who are also here at the working here at the university as well. So as long as you are not having influence on the organization and the sort of all the logistics that pertains to the holding of this institutional 3MT competition, then you are able to participate in the competition. I see another hand from. Are you answered, Iode?
Yes, I am. I have another question. I wanted to ask: is it possible to have like a rubric of assessments of the submission?
Okay, when we assess, we will send you sort of a comprehensive feedback that also have that rubric as well, and comments that would have got. Then also along the way, I will ask for sort of a mock presentation that you do timing. But remember, the script is necessary for you to time yourself, because what you are going to write on the script is what you would have maybe sort of presented in a mock presentation that you would have done on your own, right? Then you time yourself. So within the first minute, this is what I'm going to say. Within the second, so within the first minute, this is what I will say. Second minute, third minute. Then those are your 3 minutes. So you are timing yourself that you present within the 3 minutes, allocated 3 minutes, so that you are not disqualified by exceeding the 3 minutes, right? So that is the purpose of the transcript. Sort of. So the going back to your question, yeah, of course, so we do have all those. They are accessible on the link that I've just opened for you on RCDMS. And if you have any problem accessing that, you can still also talk to us. Then we can send them to you directly. Yeah. Okay, let me move on to Amos.
Good afternoon, Doctor.
Yes, afternoon, Amos.
Yes, I have 2 questions. The first one is, would it be possible that the event becomes a virtual event, since some of us are at a different province? And the second one is, could you please explain again, how do we access the registration link, since I wasn't here for the first meeting?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So for the registration link, let me just start maybe by demonstrating one of the registration link. Okay, because there I had already hyperlinked this link, we send it to you, right? So okay, to just maybe make it short, we send you this link is also in the competitor pack, right? So we send this link to you. By just clicking on the link, it will take you to this tab. Okay, by simply clicking on it, if you go, it will take you right to the tab, on to this RCDMS tab, where you are having the 2025 institutional 3MT competition submission link, right? But if you are not registered on RCDMS, it's going to take you to the profile, where you have to. Let me just log out so that you can see where it's going to take you to this page. So which is our landing page on the RCDMS system. Then this is where you have to register if you do not have an account. But for you to register, you can only register if you are using an institutional UJ email address. So it doesn't take other addresses like Yahoo, Google, and other. It's only the institutional email address that is accepted. But if you have any difficulties in registering, then you can contact us, because we do register people as well on the profile if you have an issue. If you are already registered, then you should be able to just log in, right? So if you are not registered, these are the credentials. Now you are creating your profile and you are able to register. So when you enter your email address and your password, then you are able to enter into the system, right? So it will take you automatically to the page. But in the event that it doesn't take you to the page, you can just go and search under events. So you just click on events. Then you are able to select a date range. So this is on the 11th, or you are able to just enter a part of it. Let me just say 3MT. So once I say 3MT, you can see 2025 institutional 3MT competition information session, 2025 institutional 3MT competition submission link. So this is the one that you want to access. For you to access it, you just click here on these are the actions that you can do. So this one is for actually changing we use it as the it's only open to the admins for what we do when we are setting up this the event. But this is the one that you just click, that will take you to the event itself. So to the event itself. So it will take you to the link. This is where I was when I was showing you where you can access the resources and also be able to the submission resources and also be able to upload and register your entry. So once you register entry, you would have received the documents. But if you encounter any problem in uploading and so on, then you just contact me and I'll make alternatives that you can submit directly to me via email. All right, thank you. Are you answered on that one, Amos?
Yes, I'm answered, Doctor. Thanks.
All right, thank you. So any problem, if you cannot access these resources and so on, just communicate to me, then I can send them directly to you, including the receiving of submissions as well. and this applies to all those who are going to be participating in this competition. And I'm hoping that everyone will participate in the competition. All right, thank you. Any more question? Any more questions? Okay, I see another hand from Amos. Is it a previous hand or it's another one?
Yes, Doctor, you did
Yes.
not answer the second part of the question.
Okay, I
The
beg
one
your
about,
pardon to just recite the second part.
I was asking, since some of us are at a different province,
Okay.
is it possible that the event will be virtual?
Okay, so I will communicate with our director, on the possibility of opening it up for some participants, for it to be virtual. But virtual participation also sometimes is the issue of technology as well. I've seen in the VYT competition that sometimes it also disadvantages the participant in terms of that the network connectivity, and all other technical glitches that can also possibly happen. But I will communicate with our director. Let me just take your name and just put it down so that when I communicate with Prof, then I'll be able to come back to you specifically. All right, Amos. Let me just, okay, because I will see, did you, okay, just provide, okay, I can see, let me just try to see if I can get your details from here. Okay, just put for me your email, Amos, in the chat box. Then I can get it from there.
Okay, I'll do so. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other question? I see, is it Andesani?
Yes, thank you. My question is with regards to you mentioned that the whole thing is 3 minutes. So I just wanted to find out if it's 3 minutes inclusive of the Q&A or it's 3 minutes only for the presentation.
No, 3 minutes is only for your presentation. So the Q&A, it's also allocated 4 minutes. So in total, you have 7 minutes. Can you hear me, understand? All right.
Yes, I can.
Thank you. Okay. Is it Debon? Yes, I can't hear you, but I can see signs that you are speaking, but you are not audible.
Sorry, I forgot.
Yes, now I can hear you, yes. Was it a question?
No, my
All
mic
right.
was just on. Yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you. Let me just disable mic. But do we have any other questions before we move into closing of this session? Okay, just any other questions from the participants? So this is the opportunity that we have. From this, I think it will be the final submission that we'll be having. From this, we'll be moving on to the final submission. So we can ask questions if there's any questions that we are having. All right. So I'm thinking now with this, I think we have exhausted all the questions, and everyone is okay. And we are looking forward to receiving your entries in the competition. And I can see it's quite a number of people who have joined us today, showing their interest in participating in the competition. And with that, I would like to thank you for taking your time to participate in this session. And I look forward to receiving your entries on the 11th of July 2025. All right. With that, I wish you a great day further. All right. Thank you. I will stop the recording and end this session.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doc.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very